Yeah.
So you gotta tape underneath there, nice and tight, and we can score it too. We gotta make sure all of it's protected.
New staircase in an original 18th century local schoolhouse. So nothing in this room was square at all. Everything had been plumbed, shimmed. There was an old staircase in here that came out of an old home in Bath, but with the steepness of the riser and so forth, it wasn't all that safe, and it had powder beetles in it. So unfortunately, we had to take that out, create this from scratch. And Jeff Kelley's been the one who's done all the work, and we'll be putting the railing in.
Nice. Shout out to Jeff Kelley. Anything to say, Connor?
That's cool how that spins. No, Jeff does great work. There's a drawer that's gonna go in here.
A couple of drawers that will pop out.
Little hidden drawer, yep. The balusters will be at our spray shop this afternoon.
Nice.
And yeah, we're gonna spray it, make it look seamless, make it look good.
And the last part's designing something to cover the little closet under the stairs. We'll figure out what looks good to fit in with the style of the stairs. But the schoolhouse, we think it was built roughly 1799 or 1836. Figure out. There was one in 1799. We don't know if this was a new one built in 1836.
Yeah.
So it was a local school from that time until 1933.
Wow.
For all the farming communities up here, because back in the day you wouldn't see a tree around here. It was completely used for pasture land.
Right next to that's would have been great pasture land for sure.
And this square part was the original schoolhouse. I think they had up to 16 to 18 kids. You know, one room schoolhouse, and there were originally two doors.
Yeah.
One door over there and one there, one for the girls to go through and one for the boys to go through.
Oh, this used to be like a school, like an actual.
An actual school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a school from 1799 to 1933. And it was this part. There was no upstairs. That's kind of been added on and cut up here for a couple of rooms and bathrooms. But this was the original structure. So when you looked at the beams, some were just like old pine trees.
Yeah.
And it was like hand cut with the old nails. The beams were single dovetail, so there wasn't a piece of iron in it or any wood pegs. It was single dovetail. So unfortunately, single dovetail over a couple hundred years shrinks, and they all kind of come off. So we had to reattach them. And the beams unfortunately sagged enough that we really couldn't show them because you couldn't get a ceiling in with a wicked sag.
Yeah, right.
But the guts of it are kind of interesting to see what it was like over time. And then people had patchwork things on, so varying levels of insulation thrown in it throughout time.
Yeah.
Is that brick original over there?
No, that's new. Pretty much everything that you see, unfortunately, is new. We tried to keep things, but there's just no way to do it.
Bones are in there though.
The spirit's here.
Yeah.
It's got good vibes. It's a pretty little spot on the lake. I guess we tried to keep the history.
Yeah.
And I'll show you something if you want to take a look. I found a map, and I think it's I can't remember if it's 1857.
Holy. Does it have Tartaria on there?
It does not have. You can see Lemuria on the side.
Jeez.
Tartarian. Now that's someone who pays attention to things.
There you
All
go.
right. So if you take a look at here, this is where we are, and there's a small little identification here, S.H. That stands for schoolhouse.
Oh, yeah.
So in 1857, that's where it was.
Wow.
It's now down on this part right here.
That's cool.
It is.
This is cool that you have this too. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's an original. It might have been something you had in a schoolhouse. Who knows? Because you had the whole county and then where everyone lived at the time. It's going to go in the studio. I'll show you one other thing. If you like what Jeff's work.
So far, so good. Oh.
So Jeff built this. We got the moose head that's going to go up on that base.
Yeah.
But you put this together and it's...
Is that a real moose's head?
Yeah. I got that one about a year and a half ago with my father.
Did you? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys take this one down?
We did. Father and son. Dad got the first shot.
steps completely prepped. Now we're gonna get into some putty. All right, stairs all prepped up and completed. We did downstairs and upstairs. Ran some red glazing spot putty all around. Working our way up. Tomorrow or Thursday, we'll come in, do some sanding. And after we finish sanding, we'll do some caulking. Once we finish caulking, we'll get in and do our primer. And once we finish our first coat of primer, we'll probably do more putty and then sand again. And then work our way to our first coat of top coat. So this is how we're gonna leave it today. I'll see you guys the next time we work in.